Sorry guys, I'm just needing to... The music is gonna start in a sec here, so... I just need to switch the audio around a bit, you know? Hang on just a sec. I need to screw around here, of course, with the settings and stuff. Hang on, I just need to remove this real quick. Settings and stuff. Oh, I can't the fucking mirror, of course, I'm not using. Wrong one. Sorry for the echo you guys are gonna hear in a sec. I was trying... My brain froze forward there. I was trying to get the... I was trying to listen to how I sound on stream here while wearing headphones. Anyway, I'll take off the headset real quick here. Anywho... Audio's normal, okay. That's a first. Completely normal. That is a fucking first. Anyway, I can mute that. Does that we only have for so that I can see chat. Alright. My mouse. Alright, so what we are gonna... Oh crap, I actually forgot to add something to the description. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I can add it later. Click that down. I completely forgot to add the music credits. Hang on. The music is obviously same as the last time I did a shiny hunt before it crashed. It was by the Riverside Tavern. And for that, I quickly need to go into my stream itself here and quickly add that, you know? Alright, manage videos. So, again, sorry about this. We are gonna start the shiny hunting in a sec. And of course it doesn't want to load. For some reason... honestly, it's fucking YouTube at this point. Live. Luckily, while I'm on the computer, I can actually edit the description and stuff. Alright. Now let me just refresh the stream real quick. So not to check if it's in the description here. Yep, it's in the description. Alright. Now I can turn that down. Go down with it. Alright, so yeah, what we are going to be doing today is shiny hunting. Yay, this is going to be several hours long. Also, while doing other stuff off screen, I randomly encountered another shiny. Which, yeah. So this is how the shiny phantom looks in MoeMon. Again, randomly encountered. Also, I evolved some of our stuff. Like, for example, here we have a Kingler. Anyway, we actually need to free up some space. So we're quickly gonna... I actually randomly caught that Anorith while I was grinding. I just felt like catching it. Anyway, deposit. Store. Yeah, we can technically also just store Kingler here since We taught it Surf, and it can't use it yet. Also, yes, our first shiny is now in its third form. I'll quickly show that too. Ta-da! Holding up a peace sign too. Anyway, fly, because where we're heading is over here. Because, yeah, shiny hunting. Also, I need to take a quick stop here by the Pokemart because I need to buy Pokeballs. Also, the reason why I have so much money is because I also found the amulet coin, and yeah, so 2 sets of 99 Pokeballs. Also, one good thing that I'm using the that I'm not playing the audio here is that I can fast forward. But in here, we're not gonna go after a specific shiny because I do not want to do the shiny, or I don't want to do the repel trick here. So any shiny will do. And here is the desired one would be Vulpix, you know, getting a shiny Vulpix in here. Speaking of Vulpix, but yeah, that getting a shiny Vulpix would be desired, but again, any shiny will do, even if it's drowsy. The more, if you know, you know. Again, the music is by Riverside Tavern. It's the exact same length, it's the exact same set of music that I used before in my last shiny hunting stream. And yeah. Oh, Makuhita spawns here too. I forgot that. Also, another desired shiny would be Absol, which also spawns in this area. Actually, I need to lower this a little bit more so I can see the viewer count too, if there is any. Other than yours truly, of course. And yeah, it looks like me having not been able to clean the computer the last time I did the stream where it actually crashed, my computer crashed, is probably because it overheated. Alright. Again, we're just gonna hopefully encounter a shiny here. So we're just gonna, no real counter for anything. We're just here to get a shiny at least. While listening to some pretty good music. Honestly, I like the fantasy tavern style of music, so. Or the fantasy style music, you know. Actually, I should more or less say the fantasy music, or medieval music, I mean. Honestly, if we get a shiny Eevee, I'm naming them something really specific, depending on... I don't know the coloration that the Eevee has when shiny, but I'm definitely gonna name it something very specific, if the name will actually also fit. Double Drowsy. Also, in case of the shiny popping up in a double battle here, I would need to get rid of the one that is not shiny. But yeah, any shiny will do here. Again, Absol, which has a low spawn rate, and Eevee would be desired, but any will do. Seriously, any will do here. Oh yeah, Maractus spawns there too. Also has a lower spawn rate. Ooh, I wonder what the shiny Absol looks like. Now that I think about it, because I do like the look of Absol, because that of the default Absol, but I wonder what the coloration will be for the shiny one actually. And with Phantomp being level 24, at least she shouldn't be able to one-shot the shiny if it does occur in double battle. I need to watch for the sparkle if it pops up. Obviously, it'll clearly have a different coloration, but with some Pokemon, the coloration is barely any different. Whoops. I mean, getting a shiny Arbok would be nice too. To be fair, as a kid I actually really liked Arbok because I was into reptiles and stuff. Still am, actually. Honestly, 4 more shinies and I'd have a complete party of shiny Pokemon. That might be fun to try and get, actually, a full team of shinies and use that team specifically to beat the Elite Four. I know Mega Evolutions are in this ROM hack as well, but I have no idea how to get them. And there we have Absol. Again, I really like how the sprite looks here, but I'm curious as to how it looks in shiny form. Actually, I've never seen a shiny. Certain Pokemon I've never seen shinies, so I know Caterpie, for example, is yellow or is golden. Same with Weedle. I need to move the thing here for a sec. There. Whoops. But yeah, like, if we manage to get a shiny here, I am actually considering going to the first cave that we encounter and just seeing if we can specifically get a shiny Zubat. Also, I found out where Skarmory spawns while leveling up off screen. I also caught the first one I encountered. Which, nice. Double Vulpix. But yeah, like, any shiny will do here. I need to fill up the team. But hey, at least Phantomp is multi, or is both ghost and grass type, so I could use that one to replace. If I make a full team of shiny, I could use that one to you know, teach it cut and stuff. It should be able to learn that, right? To have like a replacement for Grovyle. Again, any shiny will do, and we're just here having fun and listening to nice music. Alright. Well, that's our second Absol encounter. Seriously, I wouldn't mind it if it's any shiny, but I'm hoping that it's not going to be a Drowsy. Ooh, third Absol. No. Also, the reason why it says 214 is because I had 16 Pokeballs left. Before I started the stream, so that's why we bought a couple. I also hope that the shiny is going to be female, though. So far, I've been getting lucky with that, so yay. Honestly, do we really care? Not really. I think that's our 5th Absol encounter. I also off-screen ended up catching a Kangaskhan, so yay. Also, I actually yesterday saw that they added an OG mod for like the Java edition of Minecraft to the PlayStation version, where you actually have to pay to to get certain mods. Yes, they added biomes oh plenty. Again, that is literally one of the OG Minecraft mods. And it allows for more build variety. Although it doesn't have as many biomes as the Java edition, but hey, 50 additional biomes is pretty good, all things considered. And actually using that, since obviously I bought it, it actually does decrease certain things with other mods, like if a mod spawns excessive amounts of structures, like every 500 blocks or like every so often just randomly spawns several stuff. Yeah, that since those only get generated on normal biomes, with biomes of plenty, they don't spawn as frequently, which is also a good thing with some of those mods or add-ons as they're called in the PlayStation version. But yeah, that's just gonna give a lot of build variety. But yeah, obviously if I catch a shine... OBS disconnected for a second there and reconnected immediately. But in case you guys didn't hear it, if I catch a shiny, or if I encounter a shiny Vulpix, I am definitely naming them Amaterasu. Because why not? Honestly, I'm trying to get a shiny here because here spawn a lot more of the MoeMon that I would actually want. And I don't really mind, because so far in here, the only one that I don't really want is Drowsy. But even if we get a shiny Drowsy, I'm not gonna mind too much, because still, it's a shiny. And yes, I've encountered a shiny Hypno. And yeah, they look unique. Or pretty much how you'd expect. They actually look like a psychic cougar, if you know what I mean. But yes, the fact that I have the actual game music turned off, which is also why you're not hearing any of the Pokemon or MoeMon and stuff like that, is so that I can also keep the fast forward button pressed down, which is something that I actually do without thinking. So yeah, I can keep that pressed down. Plus it also speeds up encounters here. Again, music by Riverside Tavern. Also, with how low I actually put the, how low I went to, or if I put it, since I put it on the length for, brain. Since I put the window where it can see chat low enough, I can also see on there for how long I've been streaming. I also have it low enough to where I see the viewer count. I need a Kingstone to get Crobat, right? Because I think in the last stream we encountered a trainer who was using a Crobat. Oh wait, I think that was the gym leader we lost against, actually. Oops. But yeah, Crobat looks nice, so that's why I thought, yeah, maybe if we get a shiny... Oh wait, that turns pink though. If I recall, a shiny Crobat is just pink. Yeah, well. Honestly, it'd be great if it actually ends up on a shiny Absol. Because, again, as you guys can clearly see, that has a very low encounter rate. Because I think that one just now was our 7th encounter with an Absol during the stream so far. Maybe if we specifically would hunt a if we would specifically hunt a shiny Vulpix, then I guess I would have to use the repel trick and have like a front-running Pokemon that is like level 20 or so only. Whoops, I didn't mean to attack. I can't escape now. And dead. For some reason it wasn't letting me escape there. Honestly, one thing that would be incredibly... Actually, kind of incredibly unlucky is if we actually got a Pokemon that has Pokerus. If that's still a thing. Hey, I think that's our eighth Absol that we encountered. At least we're listening to nice music here while doing this. Also, this is probably going to take a while before we encounter a shiny, because this is full odds and the only shiny hunting method that works in this game, or in this MoeMon Fire Red, since it's a ROM hack of Fire Red, yeah, is the repel method. That's the only thing. Ooh, maybe we should actually try and get a shiny. Maybe we should actually try and get what's the name of that Pokemon that I'm thinking of? Get a shiny Onix, you know? I know where I can encounter those, so... I actually would need to look up where you encounter what Pokemon. Or where you encounter which MoeMon. If I want to encounter like specific ones, you know? this is just honestly a different kind of fun. You guys can probably hear the button mashing in the background too, I think. I do not know why that keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. That's just that will just cause a slight stutter in the stream though. And it's OBS being a bitch, so. Hey, I think we're coming close to having encountered 10 absols so far. And I think that's number 10. None of them have a sparkle. I think since I have a Ditto, I could try and shiny hunt the a Squirtle with you know, egg hatching. Didn't mean to do that. That's still a normal EV. Or not a normal Vulpix, I mean. Come on. But yeah, this is probably gonna take a while. But hey, that's shiny hunting. I actually wonder if I actually can shiny hunt through breeding in this. And can I just hatch 5 eggs in one go with it? Or can I just hatch eggs, and if it's not shiny, I just soft reset or something like that? remove that real quick. There. Another Absol. Honestly, if we catch a shiny, if we encounter a shiny Absol, that's going to be the flagship MoeMon. If we make a full shiny team, you know? Didn't mean to attack it. Oh, we encountered another Maractus again. I'm actually getting a sore hand already. At least the way I'm holding the button for, or the fast forward button push down anyway. Whoops. Let's just go up here. But yeah, any shiny will do here, so we're just essentially we're just listening to good music while we walk around in a line. We'll walk back and forth. Still no shiny. But we're only like almost an hour in. And this can take a while before you get a single shiny. It's literally RNG at this point. Which is why it's weird that I twice had a shiny encounter while not streaming and leveling up. Well, trying to anyway. Still no shiny. This sucks. Actually, my finger. Do you have something that I can weigh down that button with? I do, apparently. Because that was putting a little bit of stress on my actual hand. Like the way I had to split my fingers there. Also, I actually got to try some moonshine for the first time ever today. This one in particular is apparently it's called hard nut. It says it in German, so. But yeah, it's actually pretty sweet and honestly a great taste. And not to mention you also feel it burning down. It is, it has quite the kick to it. Obviously, yes, I am still drinking it, but in small increments, because again, it's strong stuff. And it's legal moonshine, by the way. And, I mean, hey, every so often having a drink isn't that bad, right? To be fair, I would drink a little bit more than usual if I had the funds, if I had the money for it, but every now and then like this, just buying something to try out shouldn't be a problem, right? Also, if you're underage, you shouldn't be drinking. But then again, you shouldn't be on this channel either if you're underage. Considering I mark my videos as not for kids. Because with certain types of videos or streams, I do swear like a sailor. And especially with the Monster Go Encyclopedia videos, yikes. Oops. Alright. Didn't mean to attack it. I mean, yeah, hey, if you guys notice if I'm quiet or anything, that's because I actually don't have a whole lot to talk about. Like, for example, I did talk before about them adding Biomes of Plenty to the PlayStation version of Minecraft. I think that's Bedrock Edition. Which honestly is in my opinion, a nice addition. Albeit an expensive one in terms of those points that you need to buy them. But still a nice touch. Would have been nice if we had a double Vulpix. That with one of which being shiny, that would have been nice. Shit. I did not mean to enter battle. Oh well. Entering some battle. We are a higher level, so we should be winning here anyway. Accidentally triggering a battle. I did not mean to enter battles, god damn it. Also a game that I haven't played in a long time by now. Synduality Echoes of Ada, because, yeah, like, I'm actually kind of done with that game. I mean, yeah, it's nice that you get such customization and stuff, but... oof. Like, you literally have... because it's forced multiplayer, you know? It's like, oh yeah, unconsensual PvP, that's a good thing. Luckily, the only skills, or the only trophies that I need to get in that game is getting the, using 100... using the Mega skill 100 times, and yeah, essentially getting the logs, which is luckily something you can do in single player, because that's like the secret missions that you get, or that you embark on, so you won't even be losing anything as well if you died. I might actually do those to get the, I might actually do a couple of those for, like, if I stream that again, to get, like, the 100% and stuff. I would need to check how far I am along with the 100, I think, not 100, but I think it's like over 1,000 times use the make a skill in that, for that trophy. But most of those trophies you just get by playing the game, and, at some point you'll get them. Yeah, in general I'm pretty much done with that game. It does kind of suck though, you know? Ah, damn it, my thing went off the, I need something with a heavier... Yeah, because stuff like catch combos and stuff like that, or even the luck, even the shiny charm, don't work. And in terms of the shiny charm, you don't have it in this game. Also, I'm probably gonna like discontinue doing the secret stories for like the Bleach Rebirth of Souls, because they barely get any. They get no views whatsoever. Which does kind of suck for me, because I do really like Bleach. But then again, the last DLC character they added was Yuhabak, or Yuhabaha. Which, sure, but honestly that would also mean that they could mean that they're gonna add like some of the other Quincy's from the Thousand Year Blood War as well. It would suck if they now quit adding like characters to the game too. That would suck. But then again, like it's still a fun game and everything as well, but I would love to play that multiplayer and stream that too, but so many people are just way better at the game than me. And like, you already know in that game that if you're playing against someone who's playing as the default Ichigo, yeah, they're just gonna... well, you get the point. That would be most likely a loss. Because for some reason that fucker is really fast, is obviously pretty fast. But even in game, like with some of the stuff, he hits faster and stuff like that. Or at least that's how it looks, but anyway. I would enjoy getting a shiny on stream though. So I can turn it into a short, I guess. Still no shiny. But yeah, it's like whatever, you know? Actually, let me refresh the thing here. Oop. Oops. And of course now it doesn't want to show. Of course it turns into a white screen. Alright, now go down far enough to where I see viewer count and chat. Honestly, if you're not used to it, this is going to be torture. This music might be a tad too good. Because I'm actually falling asleep here. I think I mentioned this the last time I was playing this as well. For someone who has issues falling asleep, finding music that actually puts them to sleep is pretty good. Is a pretty nice find. No shiny yet. And we're about an hour in already. mean, if we wanted specifically to shiny hunt a Pokemon, we could try and like specifically shiny hunt one of those MoeMon in the casino store. We just need the coins for it. Honestly, I wonder how this Shelmet would look like in shiny colors. Again, I am a-okay with any shiny that we get here. Oops, didn't mean to go there. Oopsie days. Ah, damn it. Since my Blastoise here is holding the amulet coin, we are getting more money from defeating this guy that we accidentally encountered. We could also from the casino store hunt, shiny hunt Porygon if we had the money, but Porygon is the most expensive one in there. Honestly, I'm hoping we get one of the desired MoeMon in shiny form, but yeah, we're good. We're gonna be pretty much fine with any. Oh god, imagine having to imagine we just rely on the random shinies we get to make the team for going after the Elite Four. Meaning we would have to catch 4 more shinies in total to have like a full team of shiny Pokemon. Oh god, and then we also need to have one that we could teach strength to. Like if we want to go all in with the shiny and stuff. Not in here. Is enough moonshine for today. Now I'll just be drinking normal water. To hopefully offset getting a hangover tomorrow. Honestly, I hate triggering double battles, but it's whatever. It's simply because I have more than one Pokemon in the party, so that trick automatically has a chance of triggering double battles. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing this shiny hunt for a while, but of course I will end it at some point. Cause, yeah. Dang. Actually, can I still use that? I'm essentially resting my head on my old water bottle here. rested my head on that, you know? Any shiny will do. Do 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 do. And another drowsy. Drowsy. The amount of times I accidentally did the attack, you know? Come on, I need to hold out here. Oh boy, though. silhouetted one wasn't shiny. I actually wonder what color they'll have. Like, I'm wondering what color scheme the shiny one for that would have. I'm just stretching here, guys. Doing a little stretch. Oops, sorry about that. Honestly, I actually really want to let my head down. Whoops, sorry about that. I think I legitimately might be coming down with something here, guys. Again, shiny hunting can be really boring. Alright, you could just run. Forgot about that. quite shiny yet. Alright, I'm gonna be back. I need to use the bathroom here real quick. Meanwhile, enjoy listening to the music. And we are back. Nothing like also, I think tomorrow I might stream Monster Hunter Rise. Let's take that off. We're only in like we're almost at around we're getting closer and closer to having been doing this for 2 hours so far. Alright, we're just quickly gonna head to the Pokemon Center here to heal our guys. Actually, I don't know what the... I'm actually curious what the evolved form of Makuhita would look like. But hey, if it's shiny, we'll find out. If it's not, then not. Double encounter. But seriously though, imagine me getting a full team of randomly acquired shinies and essentially going to attempt to defeat the Elite Four with them. Like with the first 6 that I catch, you know? I'm also no longer holding down the fast forward button. So yeah. At least the music is nice. Honestly, it'd be awesome if it does end up on one of that the shiny ends up being one of the desired ones, but as I mentioned several times during the stream as well, I'm gonna be happy with any shiny. Because the 2 that I have are literally random, those that I encountered randomly. I thought for a second that one might be shiny. Nope. Because while it was like slightly darkened, it did look like it had a different color. But hey, this may not be for everyone, but at least we're listening to some good music while we're doing this. Oh. 111 HP. Again, we're just looking for a shiny. Still not shiny. The game could literally give me a shiny, you know? I'd be real grateful about that. I wouldn't even care if the shiny is male, as long as it's shiny. Again, same as with that Atkins before. Because of the silhouette, I got a little excited thinking it's a different color. Little pup. They look super cute though. I will say though, some of the sprites they did a great job on. That's my honest opinion on some of the sprites they actually did a bang up job. Where would I get actually good XP at the moment? To level up, you know? I was just fighting random stuff. Well, about 20 minutes more and we've been at it for 2 hours. Obviously, I'll end the stream if I actually do get a shiny, because especially with the time we've already spent on trying to get one. At least that way I can, at least if I get it on stream, I can turn it into a short, because that was the original intention as well, but then I randomly encounter 2 shinies while not streaming or recording. Which did kind of suck, but at the same time, yay shiny, but it was like, yay shiny, oh fuck, you know? That kind of reaction is what it was. But again, at the very least, we have been at it for like 2 hours, getting close to like 2 hours, but at least we have nice music to listen to, which is a massive plus. But it would be funny to see what random team we end up with if we get 4 more shinies. Because, you know, 4 more shinies, and then we essentially could level them up specifically to get the, to have like a team, you know? Have a team of shiny Pokemon to fight the Elite Four with. It will be completely dependent on which shiny Pokemon we encounter as well. At least we have a normal flying, and we have a ghost grass type, so yay. Honestly, I might, like, if I really need to have like a nap or something, I might just play this music and just fall and then try and sleep, you know? Because again, it's a good thing for me that it's putting me to, that it's slowly putting me to sleep here. Seeing as I do have like a problem falling asleep and stuff. At this point, I think it might also have to do with the fact that yeah, if I say what I actually was going to say there, that would be revealing a bit of private information that I don't feel comfortable yet talking about. Nope. Would have been nice though. should actually, if I am gonna go and try and get a random full team of shiny Pokemon, I should try and get specifically try and get one with an electric typing too, just in case. I mean, hey, that's what the power plant is for, right? That is what the power plant is for. Since you can specifically encounter electric type Pokemon in there. Actually, in MoeMon, I don't know which other Pokemon might spawn in there as well. Maybe a Joltik will spawn in there. I actually like those little guys. And then they turn into a massive spider. Good times. Anyway. Seeing as some of the gym leaders and stuff in this ROM hack also have a slightly altered team and things like that, the default Elite Four is probably not going to be. It's probably not going to be the default Elite Four in this ROM hack. Like they're going to have different. They're going to have different teams and stuff. So. I don't know which though, but probably still sticking to their overall theme. Double Ekans. If anyone's watching, hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Ah, damn it. I thought that Vulpix might... it would be great if this game manifested in a shiny again. This time on stream though. This time specifically on stream. That would be nice. Guys, at a certain length here, I will just stop because first off, I do have other stuff that I kind of want to do, and I have to keep in mind that around me people will probably head to bed at a certain point, so I should be a little bit more quiet. That's the main reason. Otherwise, we would just be continuing for quite a while. Main reason that my parents will probably go to bed soon. Funny enough, my stepmom actually yesterday ate something that did not agree with it, and she was feeling the consequences for that today. Meanwhile, I was kind of sitting there smirking and laughing at the misfortune. Which is honestly not a good thing. But hey. Honestly, I'd love to get... I actually do want to catch an Absol to begin with. I don't think I have one yet, actually. I'll have to check with the next Absol encounter. Guys, if it shows a Pokeball next to it, then I have one caught in the, probably sitting in my computer somewhere. Honestly, if we catch a shiny Drowsy, I'm teaching it Flash. And I would immediately check what level they need to be to evolve into a Hypno. Because that is something I do not know, actually. Nope. Sad. Sedge. Also, my brain is telling me to go find something to snack on, actually. The one thing I don't have by hand. Which sucks. But it's not that big of a urge, so... I think it's been a while since we encountered a Maractus during the stream here. Or I slept through the encounter. Again, this game does not have a shiny charm or anything like that. Because I actually looked it up if you needed to get it and stuff, or if you could get it and stuff, which would make shiny encounters a lot easier, but no. Sadly, no. Oh, it does not have a Pokeball next to it, so I didn't catch an Absol yet. Honestly, I need to see where I encounter Phanpy, because I remember, because we encountered its evolved form. I can't think of the name right now for that one, but my reaction to actually seeing that thing, like, fucking hell. I do remember I was like, what the fuck? Not shiny. 5 more minutes and we will be at it for like 2 hours. And no shiny yet. Makuhita. Honestly, if Makuhita turns pink, I'm naming them Harurara. Simply because of the haircut, you know? Damn it, the Absol isn't shiny. Honestly, another game that I'm considering like streaming at least once again would be actually the Uma Musume Pretty Derby one. Simply because why not? Alright, let me take a sip of water here. A Maractus and a Makuhita. Oh, that was an air bubble. Huh. Anyway. You can bet that when I am gonna do some level grinding again, because by the next time I stream this, I do want to have like most of my team to be like at a decent level. So our second shiny will probably be evolved as well. But yeah, you can bet that most likely I'm going to encounter another shiny. Since it happened twice already, it's probably very likely that it's going to happen again while I'm like level grinding or stuff like that. Unless we were to encounter another shiny right now. That's a new. Actually, the Phantom actually reminds me, with the way they made the sprite look, it actually reminds me of Klee from Genshin Impact, but yeah, I quit that one, so. The power creep is just way too much there. Plus, I'd like my games to be voiced, or at least know when I buy it, or at least I'd like to know ahead of time that not everything is voiced. Not like suddenly, oh yeah, everything is voiced, and then nope. Where everything else, where other parts are voiced, some are just not. That honestly started ruining the game for me as well. Not gonna lie, there. That was the start of me not getting interested in the game anymore. And another thing that also ruined playing Genshin for me, or that made me stop playing Genshin, is like all the after they added like the stuff that allows you to quickly get like the recommended artifact set and stuff for a certain character. Almost all the Genshin YouTubers that I was subscribed to started doing other stuff, like collectively. I mean, one had a pretty good reason, mental health and stuff, and she actually went into like a vlogging style, but you could clearly see that she tried that and she wasn't pulling the same amount of views, and she did like a couple of Genshin videos still with in between that, and yeah, you could see the viewer count, the difference in viewer count, and now the content is like and now just now her content is just like or at least the thumbnails are really off-putting. Like what you would see as a typical clickbait thumbnail, you know? And to be fair, the character that I wanted from the start in that game was Mona, so I have her, so yay. Seriously, the only reason why I started playing Genshin to begin with is because one of the characters was voiced by my favorite character in the Overlord anime, which is Shelter. Yeah, at least the English VA. Also, one of the other Genshin YouTubers that I was subscribed to, his videos just got really annoying. Well, personally, they got really annoying. That's what I mean to say by that. I mean, hey, if you guys have name suggestions for the two shinies that I have here, feel free to leave them in the comments. Or in the chat if you're watching this while I'm live with this stream still. Again, I'm at least happy that we're listening to some good music here. By Riverside Tavern, for those of you wondering. And yes, I just say the name for the hell of it, because it's actually pretty nice. It is pretty nice to listen to. And you should go check them out, which is also why there is the link to their channel in the description. Which I kind of forgot to add when I started the stream, so I added it somewhere. Like, the moment I realized it, I added it by editing the description in the thing. In the YouTubes. Any shiny will do. But with our luck, we're not gonna get it. Again, shiny hunting does take a while. And those two that I have were literally random encounters while trying to level grind. Aww. And here I was hoping for a different color. Because it looked kind of greenish with its silhouette. I'll say give or take like 1 more hour at this point, because again, I do have to keep in mind other people in mind here, and me talking might keep them up. Or if I suddenly were to get a shiny, and me going like, oh hell yeah, you know, might cause some issue. Also, the fact that in double battles the second Pokemon isn't covered by silhouette. It's kind of funny. Alright, just because I can, I do want to catch an Absol real quick. Alright. This is probably going to kill the Absol though. Yep. Because of course a critical hit. Ah well. Can't have everything. Maybe I should try killing Absols. Maybe I'll get the thing. Maybe there is a combo in it, or a defeat combo, or something like that, and they just don't say it. I still kind of want to get a shiny Mankey though. Not shiny, sadly. Honestly, if we end up with a shiny Vulpix and it is male, I obviously can't name it Amaterasu. At least I think I can't. With that being a female goddess, I guess. Or if I remember correctly. the stream reconnected. OBS, am I right? Oh, that's the reason. Hang on. I put something on pause that was downloading and it just randomly starts downloading again. Which, not great. Honestly, I'm probably not going to do a lot of shiny hunting, but if we manage to get like a team of 6 shiny Pokemon, that'd be nice at least. Damn it. Obviously, if I'm gonna catch a normal Absol, I want it to be female. This is like obviously really annoying. And probably boring and tedious as well. Especially since your disembodied voiceover here doesn't have anything to talk about. And then again, I don't think anyone is really watching me to begin with. Now I have to get rid of the Ekans. Not very effective, but super effective. Fuck. Well, that one is dead now. Doing feint attack because that wasn't all that powerful against it. I just want to catch an Absol here. attack. Alright, caught ourselves an Absol. Give Absol a nickname? Not yet. Wait. What? Is the game glitched or something? It says Ekans. That's an Absol, right? Yeah, maybe it is a ROM hack after all, so... Hang on. Yeah, it says Absol, but when it says do you want to give it a nickname, it says Ekans. Again, shiny would be awesome. At least catching one shiny on stream would be awesome, because my luck so far has been, oh, I'm just going to do some level grinding here, have a shiny. You know what I mean? Wait, if we catch a Maractus, we can teach its strength over Rock Crush, right? I'm not sure though. Maybe go to a different area. I mean, we just need to encounter a shiny. Because I never said we're specifically hunting a Pokemon. There are some that we would love to get, but you know. Dun, dun, dun. Would have been funny if this Absol was a shiny though. guess for if I want to do the shiny or the repel trick, I would need to have in this area. I would need to have like a Pokemon of level 20 leading the party. But I would need a lot of money to buy a crap ton of repels. Imagine we go into Diglett Cave. In the very first Diglett we encounter has a Sparkle. I mean, that would be nice with catching like other Pokemon because it has the ability to prevent them from running away. So it would be good for that ability. Not shiny. But we already have a normal Absol, so I actually need to grab a Zigzagoon. Because if they added in their if they properly coded in their ability, it randomly picks up items which also include rare candies, so that I would need to go to the starting area too. Again, it would be awesome if we get a shiny Vulpix. That would be awesome. But hey, any shiny will do. To be fair, I prefer a shiny Absol over a shiny Vulpix. Alright, let's just as a joke have a look. But I am kidding about this. Like, if I go to the other area that I encounter a shiny, that would just be sheer dumb fucking luck. Diglett Cave. Took a while for the encounter. But wasn't shiny. Let's try a different overworld area. Like right up here we can encounter Skitty, so... And Meowth. Oh, imagine we catch a shiny Meowth though. This is the one you normally need to trade with that other Pokemon in the area where we were the majority of the stream to normally evolve it, or to evolve both of them. Mareep. We already have a flying. Safely. And yes, we're running back through the grass. I think in this one, since you can't really trade, that you can just give them a link cable to evolve the Pokemon that would normally need a trade to evolve. Wrong place. Need to go over here. On Route 11. 11. Dumb joke, I know. Anywho. Hey, if you don't like me doing the shiny hunting stuff, at least enjoy the music, right? But yeah, I can bet you guys that with my luck, I'm just gonna encounter it off stream. Or encounter another shiny off stream. Already got an Absol lady. And she is so gorgeous. Man, that moonshine though. That did stuff to me. Only way I would catch another Absol is if it's shiny. Hey, I might as well say that out loud, because who knows? Maybe the game will listen. I wonder if they programmed in an area where you can actually encounter like the actual starters of the that you could pick from. I think you can by default catch a Ivysaur somewhere. Like if we could do the same for Charmander, because originally I originally wanted to go with Charmander. Oh wait, no, I originally wanted to go with Bulbasaur, but I accidentally picked Squirtle, so yeah, that's how we ended up here with a Blastoise. I think I'm gonna do just a couple more encounters here and then end the stream for today. Cause, come on. Double Absol. Nice. That's a first, actually. Honestly, Drowsy here looks kind of smug, but then, you know. No shinies. But this is like, again, this is full odds, no way to increase shiny odds as well. Because that looked... I mean, off screen I could see if there's like, if the comboing, or combo defeating them, or continuously defeating the one that you actually want to catch. If that helps, but... or that it would increase the odds for that one being shiny in particular, you know? Probably not, though. And again, that's something I should look at while off screen, of course. I bumped into that kid. Alright, 5 more encounters and then I'll end the stream for today. No shiny. Or not shiny, so not catching it. Not shiny. And I already have one. Also, 2 more encounters left before I end it. Again, I would be happy with any shiny. And also, once the stream ends, I'll actually look up when Phantom actually evolves. Oh crap, was that the... I think I can do 1 more encounter, right? I did say 5, I think it was the 4th. Alright, let's see what it is. Not shiny. Would have been nice. Honestly, I should just focus on leveling up the MoeMon here. 1 additional. Also not shiny. I should honestly focus on leveling them. You know, on leveling my MoeMon, that's something I should focus on more than just grabbing a shinies, which is still nice, but anyway, cheesed in 1 more, because you never know. Anyway, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry that we didn't really catch anything, but hey, at least there was nice music to listen to for this almost 3-hour stream here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Also, don't forget to check out Riverside Tavern for the music.